You know what's wild? Ubuntu used to be the answer. Someone said, I'm switching to Linux. And you'd swipe Windows install Ubuntu desktop. And that was the story. But today, Ubuntu is quietly doing something way more disruptive, living inside of Windows and turning it into a hybrid Linux machine. And for a lot of people, that combo is starting to outpace traditional Ubuntu desktops. In this video, we're going to unpack Ubuntu on Windows through WSL2. It's becoming the default Linux for developers and power users who still need Windows. We'll talk about performance, container updates, and where native Ubuntu still absolutely wins. By the end, you'll know where and whether your next move is. Stay on Windows or go to Ubuntu desktop, or run this as a hybrid on Windows. Uh, Windows host Ubuntu engine. Anyway, let's talk about that, shall we? Ubuntu on Windows isn't a theme or a dual boot. It's a Ubuntu running inside of Windows through WLS2, Windows Subsystem for Linux. WSL2 VM layer. WSL2 uses a lightweight virtual machine with a real Linux kernel. Ubuntu runs inside of that, but it feels like it's just another terminal window on Windows. Real Ubuntu userland, you install Ubuntu from Microsoft Store and you get the familiar app Home Bash System D, now supported, and all the user tools. WSLg for GUI apps. You can run graphical Linux apps versus code editors terminals through WSLg. They show up as Windows, but they're actually running in Ubuntu. So instead of choosing between Windows or Ubuntu, you are stacking them Windows handlers. Your desktop drivers and gaming Ubuntu handles your dev tools, scripts, and servers like workflow. Let's talk speed because this is where people get skeptical. CPU performance. A modern WSL2 with Ubuntu is sitting around near native CPU performance. For most dev workloads, compiling code, running tests, scripting, for typical backend or web devs, the difference between WSL2 Ubuntu and native Ubuntu is small enough that you feel workflow friction more on the raw CPU numbers. Disk input and output file systems, this is a big nuisance. Fast path when you keep your project files inside WSL2 Ubuntu filing system, the virtual extension for disk performance is close to native Ubuntu. Git builds per package install feels solid. Slow path when you constantly hit the Windows file system with Ubuntu, like working out of Amount C, you pay a noticeable penalty. File-heavy operations like npm install and pip install can be significantly slower than the native Ubuntu. So the trick is simple. If you treat Ubuntu and Windows like a real Linux environment and keep your projects in its own file system, it behaves much more like a proper Ubuntu machine. Why Ubuntu and Windows is starting to win for everyday devs? Here's the part that matters more than benchmark workflows. No real boot friction. On native Ubuntu, if you want Windows for a specific app or game, you're rebooting on Windows plus Ubuntu. You just open the terminal. That alone changes how often people actually use the Linux tool. Most servers in the world of Linux, Ubuntu on Windows lets devs match production environments. Same shell as same package manager, same tools without abandoning Windows as their daily OS. Container and tooling, Docker, Kubernetes, Python, Node.js, Go. These all feel more natural on Linux. WSL2 gives you that Linux native tooling while still using your while you're letting it use Windows only apps like Adobe, certain games, or proprietary enterprise tools. Updates and stability. Windows handles drivers, firmware, and vendor updates. Ubuntu inside WSL handles dev tools and servers like packages. You're splitting the responsibility instead of asking one OS to do everything. For a lot of developers and creators, that hybrid is simply simply less painful, and either pure Windows or pure Ubuntu desktop. This isn't a Ubuntu desktop is dead. There is a place where native Ubuntu still crushes Ubuntu Windows. GPU heavy workloads. If you're doing serious GPU work, machines learn CUDA heavy 3D rendering. Native Ubuntu has direct bare metal access to GPU. WSL2 has improved GPU support, but there's still overhead on the edge case. Containers at scale. If you're running a lot of containers, nested Docker setup, or complex CI pipeline, native Linux avoids the extra virtualization layer and the weird networking quirks that can show up with Windows plus WSL. Full control of minimal abstraction. On native Ubuntu, the OS is the machine. No Hyper-V. No Windows update surprises. And no extra layer. For people who want total control and predictability that matters. So the honest picture is this. If you're heavy GPU on containers person, native Ubuntu is still the cleanest path. If you're a general developer, creator, power user who lives in Windows but needs Linux, Ubuntu on Windows is becoming the default. Zoom out for a second. Windows is slowly turning into a host OS, a shell that runs multiple environments, native window apps, Linux via WSL2, sometimes even Android or other subsystems. Ubuntu, meanwhile, is becoming less a desktop you install instead of the Windows and more the engine you drop into whatever host you're using. Cloud server, WSL, container. That's why Ubuntu on Windows is starting to outpace the traditional Ubuntu desktop for certain kinds of users. People who can't or won't leave Windows but want Linux native tooling and care more about frictionless workflows than ideological purity. Let's make this practical. Choose Ubuntu on Windows WLS2 if you're staying on Windows for gaming, Adobe, enterprise tools, or family use. Your main work is on the web, dev backend, APIs, scripting, light containers, or learning. Linux. You want Linux tools without rebooting or managing dual boot drama. Choose native Ubuntu desktop if you want full control over your machine and you don't care about Windows apps. You run heavy GPU container workloads. You need the bare metal platform. You're building a dedicated dev or server box where Windows would just be in the way. Hybrid reality for many people. Daily drivers, Windows 11, dev environment, Ubuntu on WSL2, lab servers, home lab, native Ubuntu, or another Linux distro. And that's the real story. Ubuntu isn't losing, it's spread. The desktop is just one of the many places it lives now. So is Ubuntu on Windows going to outpace Ubuntu desktop? For a lot of everyday devs and creators who still live on Windows, yeah, it already has. But the real win is that you don't have to pick a side. You can let Windows be your host, let Ubuntu be your engine, and build a workflow that actually serves what you're trying to create. If this helped you think through your setup, hit like, drop your current stack in the comments, and tell me where Ubuntu lives in your world, on the bare metal inside or Windows, or somewhere in the cloud. If you want the follow-up where we actually build a full Windows plus Ubuntu dev environment, step-by-step, say WLS deep dive in the comments so I know you're serious. Like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll be back.